I remember the first time I wore a woman's dress. I was at the age of probably this age that you see in the picture. My mom had this beautiful dress, and I decided to wear it. And I believe that was the first time that I began to experimenting with cross-dressing. After that, before I go further, I would like to dedicate this video to my father, who has since passed away since years ago. My father had disowned me for about 4 years, and one day my mom passed away, and suddenly, slowly though, we began to unite, and he began to respect me as Micaela. That was my legal name. He then began to even introduce me as his daughter. My father was such a blessing to me, but unfortunately it did not last long, because when he began to acknowledge me as his daughter, I believe it was maybe 2 years that after that he just passed away, and it would hurt me so much because he was like my only true friend that I had. So this video I dedicate to him. All of my videos, I will dedicate them to him. I cannot say that I had a lot of wonderful times as Micaela. My transition began when I moved to Hollywood. I wanted to be a rock star. I was a guitar player, and I was into heavy metal, the thrash scene. And one day I got in trouble with my girlfriend, and she kicked me out, and I ended up having to sleep in the streets. And I ran into Santa Monica and Cahuenga. And that's where it all began. That's where my life turned around in one night. Overnight, I became a transgender instantly. From a guy, I was picked up in a Mercedes, and a lot more details. These videos are going to begin with an enormous amount of information, a lot of photographs I have, and I will be going from detail to detail to step by step by step, from when it began, everything you can possibly imagine, and they will be very graphic at times, like my surgeries, some of the adventures that I had. When I became Micaela, I became a whore, a street whore. The money was extremely lucrative, and then I progressed to I progressed to the internet, newspapers, and I was living it up. The meth came every other day, or I would go on binges, and it lasted for an enormous amount of years, almost through my entire transition life of a female. I had surgeries, I had injections in my butt, raw silicone injections, and I just began to think about doing these videos because I've been holding on to all of this information. It's been very painful for me. My family has disowned me. So I hope you stick around and watch a lot of these videos. They're very hard to do, by the way, because I'm narrating them without any kind of prompt or script or nothing. I'm just ad-libbing, I think that's the word, from the top of my head as I see the video right now scrolling through my front screen. And they're very time-consuming. My goal is to hopefully one day run into somebody who will buy my story and maybe even do a documentary of it. Because my life revolved around heavy metal music career. Then I got into the transgender lifestyle, and that turned into being a whore for almost 15 some years. I became a pornographer. My life was full of crystal meth and crack addiction, going to porno theaters, going to extremes that you would never imagine me doing sober. And that's what my life revolved around with. There was very few times that I was happy, like going to Hawaii, scuba diving. But as soon as I came back home, it was right back to making money, smoking meth, and living it up. And I hope that you enjoy these videos and learn something from them, because I almost had the penis cut off by listening to other trans girls, and I thought it was real. I fell into that trap also, but I noticed that my thing was working very well and people liked it. So I said, and I liked it, so I said no. Anyways, the video is about to cut off here, and all the pictures you see are me. Please stick around, and I would really appreciate it if you stuck around and learned something from it, if you're thinking about transitioning and detransitioning. Detransitioning. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.